Okay, it's now about 8 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. Saturday morning here, a wonderful weekend in Mount Washington Valley. A chance to get on out and enjoy what the area has to offer, like heading on up the Mount Washington Auto Road. With us this morning, Howie Wemysss with the Auto Road.
Good morning, Marty.
Good morning. Nice to see you here.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. It's been quite a while, actually.
Yeah, I often see you at the base of the Auto Road or at the summit,
Sure.
just all
Lots
all
going
over the
on.
place.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
great. It's been a great summer so far.
Good to hear, because people, they motorcycles and the mini cars and cars.
A couple of special races. You can run up there.
Absolutely.
You can bike up there. Yeah.
All
fun.
sorts of ways to get on up, and of course the guided tours as well. You have very interesting drivers who go.
Well, we do that. We try to, obviously we try to hire right, but we also, the biggest thing we don't do is script what they're going to say. So if you go up there 6 or 8 times, you're going to get 6 or 8 different versions of that tour, and that keeps it fresh and interesting, I think.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and and they have to contend with people from all walks of life, and on a wonderful, wonderful
part of what
road.
makes it interesting up there is that we do get people from all over the world, from all sorts of backgrounds, and it's fascinating.
Absolutely, and you have some. Let's talk about some events that we have coming up, and one of them is tomorrow. And then also be doing this again, I believe, in August.
In August, the last Sunday of each of these months, June, July, and August.
These are the sunrise drives. I mean, you got to get up even before the golfers.
We open early. We open very early, so people have plenty of time to get up there. And even then, we've got people waiting at the gate half an hour before we are going to open. People are anxious to get up there, and the ones that stick with it and don't pay strict attention to the weather report are usually rewarded by something unusual up there. I think we showed a couple of shots. Actually, we're showing some shots now, and there was one in there with the stage in there. And if you look closely, there's rain on that stage. It was raining that morning, but it was a spectacular. That's the one. It's spectacular sunrise. So you don't always want to wait until you've got this crystal clear morning. It's much more interesting with clouds. And I think tomorrow will be interesting. You never know. I mean, sometimes, it's socked in and you're not going to see much. But we've got people up there to show you where to go if the best place to be isn't on the summit.
Okay, and this is something people drive themselves?
Yes, drive yourself only. We don't do any guided tours for this one at this point.
Okay, and also coming up, you have, of course, you're saying all sorts of events, the run-up, biking up.
We've had our foot race a little while ago, which we were very happy to have Northeast Delta Dental become our title sponsor for the Northeast Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race, and that enabled us to make a very nice donation to the Coos County Family Health Services just last week. Actually, we presented them with a check for $10,600, and that's it's great. It's nice that we can help out the community north of the Notches that way.
Nice. You had a couple of Coloradans win that race.
Well, yes, it does seem to be tilting in favor of people who live in Colorado. Not quite sure why that is.
And then you had Newton's Revenge on the women's side. Marty dominated again, and I guess you had on the male side, the winner was a guy who went to MIT and studies astrophysics.
Right, somebody that to us, and I'm not into the bicycle racing circuit as much, he certainly was an unknown. And it's always fun to see somebody sort of come out from being an unknown and arrive and blow everybody else away. So he'll be back in the hill climb in August, and it'll be fun because he and Tinker Juarez are both signed up. And there should be a pretty good battle there. There's a significant age difference between those two gentlemen.
Well, Tinker Juarez is known as an avid, he was a mountain biker and Mountain Bike Hall of Fame and World Cup, and he has dreadlocks that, I could, those days are over for me.
It's an interesting contrast between these two.
But the hill climb is coming up August
18th, I believe it is. And that,
is.
of course, benefits the Tin Mountain Conservation Center, which is something we're very proud of, and they've been with us for a long time. We're just going through a process now to see what kind of impact has it had on Tin Mountain over the years, because it's been a wonderful financial impact for them, and we're very happy that it's worked out that way. That's why we gave them that event to do with it what they could, and they have really turned it into a really world-class hill climb.
Nice, nice.
A lot of fun.
And also, we talked about tomorrow's Sunrise Drive, and of course we have the hill climb on the 18th, but in between August 11th and 12th
the biggest event of the Great Glen Trails.
Yes, the 24 hours of Great Glen, the mountain bike race. This is in its 17th year.
It is, it's amazing.
Did did you ever think, because 17 years ago, those crazy mountain bikers.
Yeah, exactly. And we did a little research. A couple of us went down to West Virginia to see at the time, the 24 Hours of Canaan, and met with Laird Knight, who was operating that event at the time. And he now does our timing, so it's called real time. I think it is real time timing, and it's fantastic. As the race unfolds over this 24 hours, anybody can go to their computer screen, then go to their laptop in the campground, and go online, and they can see how they're doing in relation to everybody else. But because we had to evolve in order to be here 17 years later doing the same 24-hour race, and we changed with the times, or we think we did, made it much more of a family event because everybody was getting older, they were having families, and that's why we weren't starting to see them anymore. So we started to bring in some events that are going to that entertain the families, and so we have a lot of fun during this event, the whole 24 hours.
And then for the kids, there's the 24 minutes.
There's a wonderful kids race. We had 70 kids take part in we call it the 24 minutes, but it's really little circuit race down at the bottom, and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. It's just great. And
then you've also added themes. Every year.
Right, and thank you for that. This year's theme, and I have to get my act together because I have to step into my telephone booth and conjure up some sort of an outfit because this year's theme is superheroes and villains, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that.
And then also what's kind of interesting is that it becomes sort of a little village.
Right.
It's also wonderful. People, it's wonderful to do the race, but also you can come and watch.
Absolutely.
And when you're walking around, you have some vendors, but also people camp out. And it's amazing that I think there's been a bike club from Littleton that comes over, the Mud Sharks or Land Sharks?
The Land Sharks.
Land Sharks. And I was there one year, and they like have their own cook.
They have their own encampment. They had 17 teams a couple of years ago. We expect them to come back in force this year, but they're a big part of the event with us and bring a lot of fun and festivity to it. It really is great. There's been people that have been right with us right along, and it's just so much fun. It's so energizing. We always need volunteers, so if anyone's interested in coming up and taking part in a little 4-hour block of this or multiple 4-hour blocks, give us a call because we always use volunteers, particularly in the middle of the night. We're timing right through the middle of the night. So, and it's fun. It's fun at 2 a.m. when these guys are coming back into that tent round and round. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And anything else about the Auto Road? I know we've been talking about events, but again, people can go and drive or take one of the carriages out.
Sure. Well, as you know, this is our 151st year, so we celebrated our sesquicentennial last summer.
Yes.
Big summer of celebration. And I always tell people the really neat thing that I find about the Auto Road is that it opened 151 years ago as a tourist attraction, and we're doing exactly the same thing today. We've branched out, we've added some things, but basically we're doing exactly what we did 151 years ago. There is one special event that we added this summer, and it's currently happening every Friday, but we're very flexible with it, and that's the adventure tours, adventure photo tours. Ernie Mills has come back to drive with us again. He was with us probably 20 years ago as a driver. And he has become a professional photographer, and he's back driving with us again and taking people out on these unbelievable photo adventure tours. Fridays, but we'll do it any day that somebody wants to come up. And some of his photos have probably been rotating through and what you've been seeing in the background there. He's quite a photographer.
Yeah, I bumped into him in June on top of another mountain, and it was pretty interesting. It's a good guy. Well, Howie, thank you very, very much for stopping by, and we'll do a watch and win now, 356-6619, and we have a ticket here. We have one complimentary pass for a trip up the Auto Road. This is for a guided tour, and you can use that this season. So
it's for a guided tour, or it's good for a whole carload of people.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Yes, there we go. And good for he reads the fine print. All right, thank you very much for doing so. All right, what do we got here? Which U.S. state has the longest life expectancy for people, I hope? 356-6619. Which state has the people who kind of live the longest? And that way those people can come and do the Auto Road. 356-6619. Here we go. Hi, what's your answer?
Colorado.
It is not Colorado, but thank you very much for trying. No, I would think Colorado too, but 356-6619. Whoops, let's try this again. 356-6619. It is not Colorado. Think a little bit more to the west. Hi, what's your answer?
Hi, is it California?
It is not California, but thanks very much for trying. If you think a little bit more to the west, 356-6619. Hi, what's your answer?
Arizona.
No, but thank you very much for trying. Okay, 356-6619. Now, okay, here's the hint. When I say this, people are going to say, doesn't necessarily have to be the contiguous 48. 356-6619. All right. Steve McGarrett, you want to call? 356-6619. Going to give it one more shot. Hi, what's your answer?
Hawaii.
Absolutely Hawaii. Congratulations. Who are you?
My name's Jane.
All right, where are you calling from, Jane?
Glenn.
Glenn, all right, just won yourself a pass for the Mount Washington Auto Road. You hang on just a second. I'll get some more information from you. Once again, Howie, thank you very, very much
Thanks, Marty.
for
Great to be
stopping
here.
by this morning. And we will be back with more on White Mountains Today.
Shoot, I didn't talk.